All right, back at it this morning. Just a little quick top coat, a couple of passes with some Hot Rod Black. It's a little shiny right now. It should dull down a little bit. Yes, these were perfectly nicely painted. All right, this is dead sexy. That's just nice. Everything just slipped right together. No problems. Nice. Well, start playing around a little bit with the dress on this engine. Still got a lot of work to do before we put it in, but we just got the headers in. Look at the flanges on these bad boys. This is, well, getting a little closer. Still got a lot to do. Still got to make another paper valve cover. Unfortunately, this paint is garbage, so I'm probably going to have to strip that off of there. Well, looks good enough to take the tape off. Looks really freaking good. I really like the color a lot. Valve covers are okay. I didn't have a quit. I went ahead and did what I need to do and got this header in. It just clears. But those are a lot better than the old ones. We're welding it up. Just did the tacks on these two pipes just to make sure that it all fits. And it's flipping sweet. So we're gonna weld them up now. Considering how hard it is to weld things like this on the table, it's because you got to move things around. And all right, got to finish welding that area and weld in an O2 bung. Yeah, my floor's still red. Matches the car. It's a beautiful stainless steel exhaust. Bad news is it's on the floor because what? Fuck. An hour's worth of work and should run after that. All right, this one's that's the first pass, of course, and that's good enough for today. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm really stoked about how it came out. So pretty stuff. Oh, that's nice. Billet loves billet. Little bag of lines. Should be fun. Looking good. It's what this car needed. The way we adjust the corner weights is just by adjusting this spring. The more we move it this way, the more weight it transfers to that corner, which is what we want to do. This one already had to jack up a lot to try to create the car sitting level, which is it's now doing. And now I just need a little more on that one. I think the fronts are pretty good. So now we're just playing a delicate balancing game. I'm going to go ahead and crank in probably 2 turns on this right front, which will put more weight on the left rear then, because otherwise we keep jacking on that. Well, as if we don't have enough to do around here. Yikes. The 69 Camaro subframe showed up just now. Surprise, surprise, surprise. That's what brand spanking new 69. All right, flip the frame over, do a little cleanup grinding. Looks like we're gonna have to lay in a little weld right there just to make sure we're good. That one, these are welded on, all this stuff is welded much better than the original factory frame. Okay, after a couple more hours of work, we have it ready to drop out pretty much. Gonna figure out how to block it all up. I think I'll pull the rear wheels off just so we don't have a counter. Whoa.
Hey, don't step on that. I'll fucking bring it right into the car, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking about fucking panic.
Of us doing this, but kind of fun. This is how they do it. It's factory. And yeah, we're going to just pull the motor out of it and start taking the pieces from that and putting it onto this beauty. Polyurethane bushings, but we're going to upgrade that to solid aluminum. And then we're going to go back to some urethane, some propane urethane mounts for the motor mounts to kind of soften that back up a little bit. We had been using solid mounts for a few years now on this car because the frame was so jacked up. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, more to report soon, which is why I haven't cleaned any of that up yet. And then out on this side, got the harness through the firewall and just some cables so I could test everything, and everything's working great, so we're going to keep building. All right, I'm going to call it a day. I managed to get all the wires loose. But what a convenient height to work on things. Tomorrow, basically that will join to that. All right, we're doing this thing now. We give it a quick strip down. Well, we got a few things done today. That's looking pretty tidy. Some of that is tidy. Got that new heater control valve in right there and wired up. And just that restoration parts from AMD. Very nice piece. Worth the extra money. It's got the high quality coating on it, unlike the frame, which did not, which is why we powder coated that. This I can just, so we can have fun with it. And yeah, we're going to put it back together, hopefully leak free, and maybe roll this thing underneath here shortly. But man, that is some sexy stuff. You can see one of the really trick things I did, which we did a long time ago, so it may have not been seen, but this is the tranny cooler. So big Durail tranny cooler, and it's mounted just inside the fender so that we weren't blocking up the on this Camaro. Like, I don't understand how there's this much hardware, yet there's a running, driving car right there. All right, well, that fit up didn't go too bad. Fortunately, these actually slide inside here, so I didn't have to be quite as precise, which is nice. And yeah, we're gonna fit it up, make sure it goes right, and then take it together. And works like I wished it worked the first time I put it in, which is very nicely. Got to work on that little mess right there. We're gonna put some gas in. And like magic, we have a fuel gauge. Awesome sauce. Really freaking flash.